Everybody. Um, we're going to be reviewing how to read rhythms. We're going to, in this video, we're going to talk about pitches and playing them on our instrument. First thing, however, we need to log into SmartMusic. And in our internet browser, you need to type in smartmusic.com. I'm already there. So I'm going to type in smartmusic.com, and there it's going to go. If you've saved your information in Chrome, your account's going to automatically pop up. Hopefully mine popped up to my student account. There's my school account and my student account, and I'm going to click log in. Okay. I want you guys to be able to see me. So once I'm logged in, I can see right here, I can see my assignments that I need to do, assignments that I've been graded on. Okay. I also see some music categories over here that I can search for and do all those cool things. But once you're logged in, this is the home screen, and we're going to be working with the sight reading examples. So first, we need to find the 9 dots in the upper right hand corner of our browser window, which is going to be right up here. We're going to click on that, and we're going to click on Find Music. Now, some of these assignments that we're going to look at might already be assigned to you, and you can find those in your assignments from that home screen, but we're going to look at it from this way. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to find a purple box that has an I, and it says sight reading / singing. It's down at the bottom. It's purple. We're going to click that. Next, we're going to find the sight reading exercises level 1. We're going to click that. Once it loads, we're going to select our instrument. I'm going to do the clarinet, and we're going to select A1 together, and we're going to click open. It's going to load the exercise, and we're going to be able to see what we're going to be tested on, right? So up here at the top, you'll see we've got some tabs that we can use: tracks, my takes, assessment, loop, and display. Tracks is going to be where you can record and playback takes that you have done. This is where you're going to be able to see what you've done. Assessment is where we're going to be able to change how tolerant our testing is. Loop, we're going to get to that in a second, and display. If you have trouble with colors, sometimes seeing the difference between red and green, we can click the colorblind mode, and it makes it red and blue. We're going to go to tracks. First, though, we're going to look at all the different kinds of notes that you can see and any rests that might appear. So to yourself, you want to review how many beats each kind of note gets. And after you've reviewed, we're going to try and practice the example. Okay? So right here, I see I have 2 half notes. And if you remember from a previous video, that a half note has a stem, a note head, and the note head is empty. And we call that a half note, and it gets 2 beats of sound. So there's 2 half notes right there, back to back. So they're going to get 2 beats each. This is a whole note. It is a circle note head, not filled in, and doesn't have a stem, and it gets 4 beats. In measure 5, we recognize we have 4 quarter notes, okay? And each of those quarter notes have a note head that is filled in and have a stem. And so each of those are going to get 1 beat of sound. So we're going to practice our rhythm together. So I'm going to click on assessment, and I'm going to put percussion clap mode. Okay, this is going to let me just clap my rhythm with the metronome. All right, so here we go. I'm going to click the red button, and we're going to try this together. It's going to test my microphone. It says it's good, and I'm going to click start. Ready? Clap. Awesome. And it scored me. It gave me a 67%, which means I made too many mistakes in these first three measures. All right. But if I went back and I played it, I think I can play it right there. Sounds like my dog might have been making some extra noises. So I can go back and I can retake that as many times as I want to do until I get a 100%, or I think I've got it and the computer's just not hearing my clapping. So now, now that I've got it, I'm going to move on from the rhythm. I'm going to practice looking at these different notes that I have, because now I have to play it on my instrument. I can know that the first few levels of sight reading rhythms and exercises in SmartMusic only use the first 5 notes of our scale. For band, it's the first 5 notes of your B flat scale. And for orchestra, it's just the first 5 notes off the D string. So that makes it really simple. If you're having trouble with the notes that you got to play, you can always go back and look at the other video. Or in SmartMusic, you can click on the note and then go to the left bubble, and it'll show you exactly which note you've got to play. And it'll do that for every single note that you've got, right? So if I've got trouble with this note here, I don't know what that is, I can do that right there, okay? All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to try to play it. I have to turn percussion clap mode off. I'm going to try to play it. I'm going to record it myself playing. You want to make sure that you click on the very first note so it starts right there. It's going to give me 4 beats. And then I got to play it. Okay, it gave me an 80. I've got some red notes in here. And some of you may have more, and some of you may have less. Some of you may have made 100, and some of you may need some help. And that's totally fine. That's what this next little thing is for. So if you're having trouble with a particular measure or measures, you can isolate them and work on them by what we call looping. And so what you're going to do, click the tab at the very top that says loop, and then you're going to find the green button that says set. It's going to create a barrier that the computer will repeat for you to practice until you feel like you've got it correctly. So I'm going to take the second circle and I'm going to put it down here all the way right there, because I want to practice this section that I've got wrong here. And I'm going to move the first one to the first of the measure. And then I'm going to click the record button. And I'm going to practice. Okay, that didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do. I think I clicked the wrong button. So I'm going to do this set again, and I'm going to click, oh, my mouse doesn't want to work, the play button. And it's going to loop this section. I can loop that for as many times as I'd like until I think I've got it. And then I'm going to go back to tracks. I'm going to take my assessment loop. I'm going to clear it. I'm going to put my cursor back at the top, and I'm trying to do better than an 80. And I'm going to record it again and see if I can't correct some of those mistakes, make a better score. And I made 100. How exciting. So once you're comfortable and you think that you've got it and you've practiced it enough, because you can take this assessment as many times as y'all want. As many times as you want. The thing about it is that you want to save. You can save it, and it'll save a recording on your computer for you. But the program will automatically save it, I think. But once you're happy with your sight reading, remember, you've got these daily. You want to click the submit button, and it's going to be right there. And you're going to submit it. It'll give you an opportunity to provide any comments. Like if you made a mistake and you want to let me know that you made a mistake, or your instrument was acting foolish, or this, that, or whatever, you can leave a comment for me, and I'll read it and take that, because I can change your grade on the back end. Okay? But once you've gotten the highest score you think you can submit it and then go on to the next one. If you guys have any questions about taking tests in SmartMusic or accessing new music or whatever, you guys can always give me a ring on my cell phone, or you can email me. Talk to you guys later. Bye.